Brooke Henderson has once again proved that golf is not a sport for the weak-hearted. The constant up and downs of the sport are sure to give anyone a shock. So if you want to hear about another day on the green, be prepared to have a few minor heart attacks in the process. So what's causing everyone to lose their minds now? Find out in this video. First up, let's talk about the Evian Championship. Winning the Evian Championship is an achievement every golfer dreams of. The accolade carries prestige and certified class. That's why it was no surprise that everyone was bringing their A game to the green this year. Excellent golfers like Japan's Mao Saigo, playing only in his third major, Lydia Ko, Charles Hull, Kim Hyo-joo, Carlotta Sigandal, Se-young Kim, and Nelly Korda all competed with Henderson for the title, but she left everyone behind. Korda landed herself in a double bogey after a fan picked up her ball and waved it around like a victory flag. All other golfers finished with under 15s, but there was once a rookie left on the green that was about to give Henderson a tough time. Sophia Schubert is a 26-year-old that has never finished in the top 10 of a major tournament before, but she was determined to win glory at this cup. To make matters worse, Henderson ran into a terrible stint right in the start of play. Wait a minute, what happened? Henderson was clear in the lead at the start of the game. Her shots were landing perfectly, as intended, and she had left the competition far behind. She led by 5 strokes midway through round 3, and still had a 2-stroke advantage at the start. But it's not golf without a little bit of drama. At the 6th, Henderson made major blunders that were met with tense silence from the crowd. Her quartet of strokes on the 6th and a 4-putt would put any professional golfer to shame. She could have gotten away with such mistakes on any other day, but in the final of the Evian Cup, not a chance. Within minutes, Nelly Korda was on her tail. Having suffered a double bogey herself, she was looking to regain her chances. Within an hour, 6 players were eyeing the first place trophy and the prize of $1 million. But while most other players would have buckled under the pressure, Henderson kept her calm and managed to claim victory. Way to go, Henderson. Mind if you share your mindfulness routine with us? Okay, but how did she manage that? Most players saw the opportunity after her slip-up and frantically began to catch up to her. This was their fatal mistake. Their scramble for first place led them to make easily avoidable mistakes that ruined their chances of winning. Henderson, on the other hand, kept steady. After her earlier blunder, it was clear to see that she was flustered for a few shots. However, midway through the back 9, her eyes seemed to set on the prize. Her eyes were narrowed, according to watchers, and that was a clear sign that her head was back in the game. Birdies at 14 and 15 made her level with Schubert, who had been leading so far, so there was only one player left to beat. Schubert, perhaps flustered by her inexperience or being in the top 10, made a rookie mistake. 3 back 9 birdies had landed her in the spot, but she sent a 12-foot birdie at her last hole, which led to her loss. The shot refused to land, and she lost on a chance to win the most coveted cup. Still though, she won second prize alone on 16 under. Not too shabby for a first-timer. With Schubert out of her way, there was nothing left for Henderson to do but deliver. She sent a 10-foot birdie on the last hole that delivered as she had hoped, and it brought her the trophy and redemption for her blunder 12 holes earlier. Honestly, talk about a stellar comeback. More power to you, Henderson. Wow, we wonder how that felt. Brooke Henderson spoke to the media afterward to let us know just how tense the final actually was. She explained that although she was playing poorly, she was still in it to win it. Her mistakes might have made onlookers cut her out of the competition, but she was very much still fighting for the prize. She recalled a famous saying that major tournaments are won on the back 9 on a Sunday, and she kept repeating that in her head. She never lost hope. It was definitely an interesting day for her, and it was not at all the start she wanted, but she reminded herself that patience is the key to success. Her goal was to just make a few birdies. Her birdie at 18 was her favorite moment from the game. After she sunk the 12-foot birdie at the 18th hole, she looked at her sister and thought, did we really do this? She won the tournament, finishing 17 under with a total of 267. The Canadian became the second golfer to win a major championship with a four-putt in 2022, and this is her 12th win on the tour altogether. Also, she has won the 2016 PGA Championship as well. Seems like the sky's the limit for this seasoned master of golf. Oh, and don't worry, Sophia, your day will come soon too. Want to know more exciting news about the highs and lows of the golf world? Stay tuned. Now for other news. First up, families of 9/11 victims are enraged over LIV golf event. The scene was somber but powerful. A band of families stood silently between two American flags, 3 miles away from where an LIV golf event was happening. The event was taking place at one of Donald Trump's famous golf courses. The families felt betrayed, but did not want to go to the gates of the events. In their eyes, it is the site of yet another atrocity. Trump had openly admitted that the Saudis had a part to play in 9/11 and was very angry at them. But suddenly, he changed his attitude. Now he welcomes the murderers of Americans onto his own property. According to the protesters, this is a simple case of business over blood. The Saudi government is determined to sport wash its image, use all of its money to somehow sanitize its image from sponsors of terrorism to sponsors of great golf tournaments instead. And everybody seems to want to cash in. From famous golfers to politicians, and now even the former president of the United States, everyone seems to be on the Saudi payroll. Second, Donald Trump buries dead ex-wife on his golf course to take advantage of a tax break. Yes, you heard that right. Donald Trump buried his ex-wife on his golf course in Bedminster, New Jersey. The golf course is now going to be hosting the infamous LIV golf tournament as well. She was buried right next to the first hole. Now you may wonder, why a golf course of all the places in the world? Apparently, it was done purposely to take advantage of a tax break given to cemeteries. The laws in New Jersey exempt cemeteries from income, property, and sales taxes. No wonder Trump decided to build a 300-plot cemetery there. You know, for someone with this much money, he sure does love saving his pennies. Not sure if his ex-wife would appreciate being buried next to a first hole for the sake of saving some dollars, though. You do you, Donald. Third, Bubba Watson is joining LIV Golf because of his wife. The ongoing war between the PGA Tour and the Saudi-backed LIV Golf League has been thoroughly entertaining. With so many players trading in morality for cash, it's almost fun to see who gives up their principles next. The latest convert to the LIV team is none other than Bubba Watson, winner of 2 Masters and a stalwart of the US Ryder Cup team. He joined the live stream from the first match to explain his controversial opinion. He says he joined it because his wife loved it. They prayed about it and came to the joint decision that it is best if he joins. He then went on to clarify a little bit and used the most common defense of all LIV players. He loves golf. He loves to play and also to grow the game. It's his passion to sponsor the underdogs. He sponsors junior tournaments, college tournaments, and the like, and it is a major concern for him. He was also inspired by his son watching the series and realized that it did have a huge audience. Well, we guess you can't argue that my wife and son liked it. It appears that all his prayers seem to have been answered in the form of a $50 million reward for leaving the PGA Tour. As they say, money talks, and in the case of LIV Golf, it screams and roars. That's the end of the video. What are your thoughts on Brooke Henderson's recent performance? Let us know in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll be back again with another exciting video soon.